Hello and welcome back to the Bielsa Stand YouTube channel. Hope everyone is well. Today's video is all about Daniel Farke and whether he's the right man to lead us next season if we get promoted to the Premier League. I'll give my thoughts about it. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I'm 50-50 with this. Daniel Farke obviously has managed the Premier League twice. He got sacked the second time with Norwich. He got promoted twice from the Championship with Norwich, as we all know. Yeah, but let's quickly talk about this season. He's done well. I mean, at the start he had a tough hand that he was dealt with, players leaving, the squad wasn't assembled right at first, but then we got there. We're now currently second. Ipswich are top of the league. We're currently second with Leicester a point behind us. So I think automatic promotions is between us, Leicester and Ipswich. Southampton are now cut adrift regarding automatics. So Leeds United do have a chance to get automatic promotions with our current form. I think we may get it. I mean, we drew against Watford, then we won against Hull City in our last game. So yeah, I think Leeds United may finish second or first, but I mean, I'll give my predictions for the run-in very soon regarding another video probably. So check out that when that comes out on the channel. Remember to like, share and subscribe so you know, I guess. But yeah, Daniel Farke, is he the right man to manage us in the Prem? I'm not that confident, just because we've seen him in the Premier League recently with Norwich City a few seasons ago. He obviously got relegated the first time around. He then got promoted back with Norwich and then got sacked with them in the relegation zone. So he hasn't really proved it in the Premier League. Yes, he's a very good Championship manager, as we know. He's doing well with Leeds, as we know, this season. And people say if you give him the money and resources, he'll do very well in the Premier League. And that may be so. Now, if I'm comparing him to other managers in the Premier League at the moment, so near the bottom, so you've got the likes of Chris Wilder at Sheffield United. Who would I rather have, Farke or Wilder? Farke for sure. Other managers including Company. Who would I rather have, Company or Farke? I would rather have Farke. I think Farke is a greater manager than Company. So I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're comparing managers in that relegation zone, relegation fight in the Premier League to Daniel Farke is probably more of a safer set of hands. I mean, others in the Premier League, who else is there? You've got Rob Edwards at Luton. I would rather have Farke still. You've got Nottingham Forest, Nuno. I would rather have Nuno, to be honest. I think if it was between Nuno and Farke, I would have Nuno. He's proven it in the Premier League. He did very well with Wolves, as we know. So yeah, I mean, Nuno would be the exception to that. Other managers, I'm just trying to think. Everton with Sean Dyche or Farke. I'll probably go with Farke. I can't stand Sean Dyche's play with the ball. So I mean, overall, regarding managers, I think Daniel Farke isn't as bad as those managers. Even Areola, who would I rather have, Areola or Farke? Probably Farke, to be honest. And now looking at the top of the Championship, you've got Kieran McKenna at Ipswich. Who would I rather have? Again, Kieran McKenna has done very well. He may get 2 promotions in 2 seasons. But this is his first proper club, I think, he's managing. So I can't really say if Kieran McKenna is greater than Farke at the moment of time. I mean, both teams are in the automatic, so that's that. Then you've got Leicester's Enzo. Don't rate him at all. Would rather have Farke over Leicester's manager. Russell Martin at Southampton. Don't really rate him at Southampton. Yeah, they went like 20 games unbeaten during the season, but I think overall he's not all that, and I think Southampton may not get promoted this season. I think if Leeds and Ipswich are in top 2, Leicester will probably be promoted through the playoffs. So I mean, Daniel Farke, if Daniel Farke had this Leeds squad next season and he was against like the likes of Company and the likes of Chris Wilder, I think Leeds United will finish above those sort of teams, but they are more likely going to get relegated. So I mean, if it wasn't Daniel Farke, who would I rather have. I mean, there are managers out of work. You got the likes of Graham Potter. Graham Potter did fantastically well at Brighton. Then he obviously moved to Chelsea. It didn't work out, but a lot of managers haven't worked out at Chelsea. You look at Pochettino this season, he hasn't really worked out there, about 11th. So, yeah, I mean, you got Potter. Would he come to Leeds United potentially in a relegation battle next season in the Premier League? Probably not. He's probably waiting for a mid to top table Premier League side, let's be honest. The likes of maybe even Villa, someone like that, West Ham, a team like that. Now you've got, actually, I've got another team to talk about. Thomas Frank with Brentford. They're not doing this well this season. Would rather have Farke over Frank. But yeah, I mean, you got Graham Potter. Jesse Marsh will put his name in the hat because he's obsessed with Leeds United. All he talks about is his time at Leeds United and all this kind of stuff. I wouldn't have him near Leeds United. We've had that experiment. It didn't work well the first time. And he's probably holding out for the Leeds job, but not a chance. I would have Jesse Marsh. I prefer Farke, to be honest. So yeah, you've got him. You've got Potter. You've got the likes of, who else is there? I think Potter would probably be the main shout. If he could get Nuno from Nottingham Forest, I would. I really rate him. I think he's a good manager. He obviously won the Saudi League last season with the likes of Helder Costa in the team. He got promoted with Wolves. He made Wolves a good Premier League side. So, I mean, he could be a shout. But I think short-term Farke wouldn't be a bad option, I think. I think he'll keep us afloat in the Premier League. I think we'll be 16th, 15th. But I think long-term, we have to get another manager if we want to progress through the Premier League. So if we want to get into mid-table or top 10 or something like that, I don't think Farke will reach that level. I think he'll get found out by a lot of Premier League teams as he was at Norwich, and I think he won't reach that middle table in the Premier League, Daniel Farke, whoever he manages. So I don't think he's a top 10 Premier League side manager. You just have to see him at Gladbach. He got sacked after a season, didn't he, in the Bundesliga. So, I mean, yeah, I think for a season or two, if he keeps us up, keep him. Obviously, if we're in the relegation battle, if we do get promoted by, I don't know, December this year, next season, I would get rid and try to get him Potter, try to get in the likes of Nuno, even though he'll be at Nottingham Forest. Who knows? Nottingham Forest may go down this season. We don't know. Obviously, Burnley and Sheffield are favourites to go down. They're more or less down. Luton are in the mix, as well as Everton and Forest. So I think at those three teams, one of them will go down. And out of all the managers of those three teams, I would have Nuno over like Sean Dyche and Rob Edwards at Luton. So I mean, so I guess the answer to the question is he the right man for us next season if we get promoted? I think it depends who's in the Premier League. It depends on the other teams in the Premier League. But also, it's going to be tough. I mean, we were there, obviously, in the Premier League not so long ago. We struggled. I think a good manager goes a long way. I think with Farke, I would give him a season, or I'll give him some time in the Premier League, see how he does. Try to work magic with this Leeds squad, because people say he needs the money and resources. If Leeds invest in it and all that kind of stuff, give him time. If it's not working, sack him by mid-season, I would say. But I mean, if we're not getting anyone in, or hardly any players in, and hardly investing in the squad, I would just get rid, because I think he'll just go straight down, as we saw him with Norwich. That didn't spend a lot in the Premier League. So it really depends on the situation. But yeah, as I say, short term, yeah, he may do all right in the Premier League. I think long term, we have to think out of the picture, think about other managers who could manage us in the Premier League, and really push us on from a relegation battle. So I mean, yeah, that's my opinion on the matter. What's your opinion? Remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to check us out on social media and all that good stuff. But also, what other managers would you consider managing Leeds? I mean, if you look at free agents regarding managers and who are realistically going to come to Leeds, I say Potter's a long shout, as I say, but he'll be great for Leeds United. You got other managers. I guess Jesse Marshall will probably try and put his foot in the door. No way. Mark Hughes is out of a job. He hasn't had a Premier League job for years. He was at Bradford City. Okay, he got into the playoffs with Bradford City in League Two, but nowhere near the quality. And also, he's a Manchester United ex-player. I wouldn't have him near us. Other managers, I guess, I can't really think at this moment of time. I mean, I just randomly started this video, so I mean, I didn't really prepare. I'm just going off the spot. But I mean, other managers who are out of work: Roy Hodgson, not a chance. Sam Allardyce, nope. But yeah, I probably would go with Nuno or Graham Potter at this moment of time, at this second, whilst thinking about it. But yeah, remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.